Last, but certainly not least, is Henry the Green Engine. One of the most popular characters in Thomas. A character that was written out of the show in, quite honestly, probably one of the most disrespectful ways to handle a legacy character like this. Henry had been around for quite a while, so the way they wrote him out by just saying, oh, he's going to move to Vickerstown, and then just never acknowledge him again, it was really disheartening to a lot of people. So the fact that Henry, of all characters, got chosen to be one of the engines included as part of this new line, like, he's one of the first engines. I'm pretty sure this pack includes every single, like, new engine mold created for this line so far. And so, like, to see that they chose Henry, they, like, if you look at the, like, Trackmaster line, they chose Gordon, they chose Flying Scotsman, Nia, Duck. So, they could have picked anyone else. I feel like, realistically, they would have done Gordon. I'm assuming the reason they did Henry is, one, he's a big green engine, so that sticks out a lot more. And, you know, they did Gordon as the Trackmaster, and Flying Scotsman would just be kind of weird, and, you know, the whole two tenders thing would be kind of difficult to properly work into a die-cast engine, since die-cast engines typically only come in, you know, packs like this, unless they did, like, a 3-pack like they did that Ruby Thomas, which I'm really hoping to get, by the way. So, I think they chose Henry purely just because he's the most visually interesting engine they could have picked, and also probably the least difficult, since, as you can see, he reuses the same chassis as James. He reuses the same wheel configuration, but I'm not mad about that. I'm fine with engines sharing. You know, I'm a wooden railway guy, personally. Diecast are just kind of the second. So, I'm fine, personally, with Henry having these smaller proportions, you know, kind of shared proportions. I do have a diecast Henry, but I don't know where he is right now, so sadly I can't compare him. I'll see if I can do that in a later video. I would love to compare the Henrys. Hi, hello, it's me, You Too Cool. I'm filming this section a day late. I was really busy on the 1st of November, so I actually couldn't upload the video when I first got the engines. But it was worth it. I found the original diecast Henry that I own. As you can see, these engines are quite similar molding-wise. Henry seems to be a bit of a larger scale compared to the OG Take and Play, which makes sense, because the original Take and Plays were meant for their own scale, whereas this is a round Trackmaster scale. This Henry has all 3 of his splashers, and he has the 2.6.0 configuration that this Henry has. They are quite similar otherwise, but yeah, I don't really mind Henry being how he is. I do mind that James is larger than him, but again, they were just reusing assets. This really does feel like the Ertl range, where, like, James is just massive, and then Henry is just, like, perfectly scaled. Like, here he is next to Percy. Yeah, you ever watch the episode Percy Takes the Plunge? Actually, Percy might be taller than Henry. Actually, hold on. No, they're about the same size, which I think is fine. Percy's a bit of a bigger engine, kind of in the plump sense. At least Percy's a small engine, so he shouldn't be, but whatever. I like Henry's face. It's very calm and nice. There's his square little running board. He only has 2 splashers, wheel arches, but honestly that works. Actually, no, wait, no, they could have totally fit a 3rd one here. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know. Henry looks pretty good. There's his tender. Buffers aren't painted. Were the buffers on the back of James painted, or am I crazy? Yeah, they're painted on the back of James, only on the back of James. Nobody else has painted buffers on the back. I don't know why that's just on James. But yeah, Henry with his iconic tender. That might be another reason. It's just they thought it'd be cool to give Henry his unique tender. Really glad they did. Loving Henry right now. Genuinely. One more thing I should address is the price of this pack. At Walmart, which is where this pack is predominantly found, this goes for about $33, which is a little much, but if you actually divide it, it's only like $6 per engine, and you're getting pretty much everyone new from this line, plus an exclusive Thomas and some rolling stock, which is good. You know, it's great, actually. So, yeah, honestly, not the worst deal. Kids deserve toys like these. Children deserve toys that are, like, genuinely good and genuinely just interesting to look at, interesting to play with. So many kids these days just don't have that. And I feel bad because I grew up with stuff like Take and Play and Wooden Railway, and I'm forever grateful for that. So please just, like, if you're a Thomas fan, I suggest investing in this pack. Maybe the money will go to getting new and good merchandise for this franchise, which is really, really the main thing it needs, because Thomas merch has been just on the decline. Before I go, I want to do one more thing. You might have seen this in the James segment, or maybe in some of the earlier segments. I'm, recording this with my hand, but this is a piece of glowing Trackmaster Revolution track. It's a little warped. I just wanted to quickly show how the engine sort of fit on this track. Here's a older engine. Here's a diecast of Salty, but he was supposed to be a pirate, but he's missing the beard and stuff that goes with it, so it's just kind of... This doesn't appear in an episode. That's kind of one of the main issues with Thomas merch, is sometimes they make stuff up for no reason, and people don't like that. So here's how he fits on the track. As you can see, he doesn't fit perfectly. Maybe you can get him to balance like this. A lot of people have diecast with broken wheels because they try to fit them on Trackmaster track. So just having the diecast engines be the same scale or like same width to fit the Trackmaster track was just such a genius idea. I'm going to use Henry for this. All right, let's see how he does. Put him on. Some push-along engines, namely the All Engines Go Edward, I know struggled to roll on the track, but Henry at least rolls smoothly. I think all the engines are going to roll smoothly. I don't see any reason for them not to. They feel really weightless on the track, which is nice. The fact they have front couplers means you can drag them along like this, which I like. I want to quickly connect Henry to a piece of rolling stock from the original Trackmaster line. How about this cargo truck? Let's see here. I'm connecting it now, and okay, slips in, and this looks cool. I like this. This is a good toy. I like this. I like that it connects to older toys and current toys, because the play rail, like Trackmaster Revolution and Playrail, are still going, so you can connect the engines to this, and they don't... I know the truck is a little big, but it gets the job done. Oh, wow, that was really easy. Almost too easy, kind of. So, all I have to say is that this pack is a really good starter pack for if you want to invest in the new Thomas merch. This is your sort of starter pack. That or the one on Amazon, which I'm not sure if I should get. Maybe just to get a regular Thomas finally. But I really hope that this merch line continues and becomes successful. This diecast line was actually made by the same people who make the Pixar Cars diecasts. So the same people who made cars like Todd the Pizza Planet truck and those like weird like pitties that carry the UFO. Those guys made this beautiful thing. The Cars diecast line currently, a lot of people have been complaining about how it's going. And I get it. Race and Rescue isn't based on a movie or anything, so to a lot of people it's kind of a turnoff. Also, the fact that it came out late is kind of a problem. But, I think it was worth it. Because the Cars diecast line has been doing good for so many years, and that I'm fine with it, like, taking a little bit of a break. We're still getting good re-releases in 2026. Speedy Comet, Chris Roman. We're getting, like, Mike 07 and stuff. So the fact that we're doing all that, and we're getting this new Thomas merch as well, I'm really glad that both franchises I care deeply about are getting good support. I'm just hoping that Thomas can keep up steam, so to speak. I want to also quickly address some other things. I haven't been uploading as much on YouTube due to the fact that I have been marked as a child, because apparently... Okay, well, actually, yeah, reviewing toys doesn't exactly scream I'm an adult, but you'd think my voice and my overall demeanor would suggest, hey, I'm an adult, right? Because I don't, if I was a kid, I would sound like this. It's Thomas the Train. Sorry, I don't know what came out of me there. Okay, but, yeah, so I haven't been uploading as much just because YouTube has generally been a terrible website now. I genuinely don't like this place. I'm still gonna upload like every so often, but I really just don't feel the motivation. Honestly, kind of glad I'm not uploading as much. I'm busy with college, and I'm generally just not really a fan of like. I'm not making the content I want to right now. I'm really waiting for the day I can make like a full series and like actually make like videos I want to. The Halloween special is kind of a prelude of what I want to make. I want to make funny skits. I want to make funny like videos that you would see in like 2014 and stuff. That's the sort of vibe I want to go for. Also, I have to address the person stealing my channel, Mauricio Valdez. You know who you are. Gotta shout you out. Thank you for re-uploading my videos without my permission. I'm guessing you're probably, like, really spiteful towards me for some reason. I'm addressing this personally because if I do, then you'll probably stop re-uploading my videos, because it's going to be weird if you're uploading this on your channel and people see it, and they're going to hear me talking about how you're kind of just stealing my stuff for no reason. Alright. With all that said, I want to end this video thanking you all for watching. And again, I'm really hoping this Thomas merch continues. Hope you all have a good night. See you around. Bye-bye!